Hey everyone, it's Derrick here with Moist Sauce Productions, and today we are talking about the Jabra Elite Active 65Ts, and these are a true wireless earbud. Now these retail online right now for $190. I was able to get these for $150 during the holidays, so bear in mind right now on Amazon and on Jabra's website you can get them for $190. Let's get into these babies. So just going to unbox this really quick, and I've been using these for the better part of 15 to 20 days now, so I have a good idea of what these are like. So what you'll notice about these real quick is that they sound isolate pretty well, and it gets really far in your ear canal. So they come with small, medium, and large earbud sizes, and yeah, I mean, if these fit in your ears, they fit really well in them. Going over to the carrying case, this is the carrying case, which holds up to 2 charges. So these are rated for 5 hours, and this will give you 2 extra charges. Finally, you get some paper with starting guide of how to. This comes with a micro USB charging port and a little LED on the bottom here. So it has 2 LED lights, so one's right here, and then there's also another one in here when you open the box. And here is your charging port, which is micro USB, like I said, and it's pretty small, so it's like only about 8 inches-ish. I have a few gripes with them, so I'll go over the issues that I have with these particular earbuds. First off is that these go really far in your ear canal, so it makes it kind of uncomfortable if you actually clip them in really well. So it's kind of bothersome if you have to press these buttons, which there is one button on the right ear, which it'll play and pause if you tap it once, and then if you hold it, it'll actually invoke either Siri, Google Assistant, or also Alexa. And then if you hold it for, I believe, 5 seconds, then it'll try to connect. And you know, this is also your on and off button and your sort of primary connection. This will connect first, and then your left one will connect. And then on the left side here you have your volume up and down buttons, so one right here and one right here, and these are very, very clickable and nice and tactile, so you know when you're pressing them. And it takes a little while to get used to it because you're putting more pressure into your ear or onto your ear, and it's kind of uncomfortable if you're, let's say, running with these and then trying to click these. I find it easier to sort of hold your ear and sort of click the buttons. And if you're literally just pressing them, I guarantee you're gonna have some issues with pressing them too far into your ear canal. And I've tried the medium size, which the small ones fit me the best, and it sort of doesn't feel as comfortable. It doesn't go as far into my ear, but yeah, these are sort of, they remind me of having over-the-head headphones with really good sound isolation, because they actually sound isolate that well, but they also make me feel like I have something over my head. So that's one of the issues that I see with these that I don't see with some of the lighter options out there. I get wear fatigue with these fairly quickly. After about 15 to 20 minutes, these start wearing on my ears, and the reasoning behind that is just I think they might just be a tad too heavy, but I think for my particular ears these aren't the greatest, and for anybody who's sort of testing these out, I think they would notice that there's a lot of fatigue in these after having these in your ear for a while. And my tests were, you know, sort of 45-minute runs, so it ended up being like 6-mile runs, And with these in my ears, like it started to wear and started to get a little bit hot, like an over-the-head headphone. Additionally, I had some connection issues, and the connection issues weren't necessarily distance or they wouldn't connect through walls and whatnot. They actually connected well through walls. The problem that I received were randomly the sound would cut out, and this would happen with every device that I would connect to. So whether it was my Android device or whether it was my my iPhone or whether it was my MacBook. And that was kind of annoying, that I'd be watching a video or something like that and audio would just randomly cut out and I would think there was something wrong. But that was also an issue that I had. Additionally, these have some features on there that are pretty nice, which hear through. That's something that's really nice, is that to be able to hear your environment around you. So if you're going for a run or if you're in a meeting or what have you, and you're in the workplace, you want to hear sort of the ambient sound around you. These have that feature where you can turn them on. They don't work that well, but they have, I believe, 4 microphones on them so that they're feeding in audio into your ears. So for example, there's also an option to actually turn up the mic. So basically, these do sound isolate very well. So for example, if you're on a phone call and you're trying to talk to somebody, you can actually hear yourself in the microphone through going through your ears, which is really nice, so that you don't speak much louder than you need to. So that's something that's really nice that these have, that a lot of the lower end, more budget friendly items don't. So that's something to be appreciative of these. The issue with the call is, and something that this is very highly advertised, and a lot of products from Jabra really promotes the fact that the music and the call quality is really good. What I found was that the call quality really wasn't that great. When I connected, I would have some issues with not speech necessarily, but it would be much like it would make me sound sick every time, and you would sort of know that you were on a Bluetooth device, which if they're promoting that this does really well with calls, I would expect that call quality to be a bit better. And I tried this with Gmail calling, I tried this with my cell phone calling, and I tried it with a landline calling. So all of these sort of qualities were not as impressive as I would want them to be. Moving on, obviously I mentioned battery life, so you get a total of 15 hours. So these are rated for 5 hours, and this is rated to give you 2 charges. And that's really nice. And additionally, when you have this charging case with you, they fit pretty well within this. The problem would be that there's no magnets on them. So basically, if you have these and you flip them over, they just fall out. So that would be another problem with this. If you're expecting them to be magnetic, they aren't. And then additionally, this box that we have here, I've had it for about 2 weeks now, and the box is already sort of broken. It's dislodged in the back here. So this is very, very breakable, and as it's being your main set or your main source of charging, I would be worried about this. It does have a 2-year warranty, which is really nice. These have an IP56 rating on them, so they're dustproof as well as waterproof with high pressure jets. Yeah, I think that's mostly all that I had with the cons. Now on to the pros. Sorry, that was a little rant. The pros. Okay, so these are really nice in that when you open the case up, they start connecting. That's something that using a bunch of different headphones like the Air Nano Crazy Babies, those didn't connect when you took them out of the case, which was super annoying. These do, and they connect to your devices immediately. It's really nice. And then when you put them back in, they turn off and then they start recharging. So it almost feels like it's a seamless process, and you don't have any issues with connection and you don't have any issues with battery loss. These also have that same feature that the AirPods have, which if you're listening to one and you take one of the headphones out, it'll pause. You can also turn this feature off in the app as well. It's really nice that they also have the buttons on the side of them that's for volume up and down, and for connecting with Siri or Google Assistants or Alexa if you want it. And on and off buttons are very easy. Connecting to all different devices are very easy. And the sound quality. The sound quality is probably the #1 feature on this. And they are very loud, and they also have really nice bass as well. The app that this also comes with is pretty decent. You have a few different applications and different customizations that you can actually use as well. So you can customize it to your liking. Additionally, you can change the call settings on it as well. So if you have somebody on the phone with different accents or what have you, you can turn up the treble on those calls so that you can hear them properly, or you can turn up the bass on the calls and hear them better. These are really good at staying in your ear. So as I mentioned, they clip in really well. And then I've gone on a few runs with these and they stay in your ears really, really well. So that's something that's really nice. So once you actually connect to these, it actually tells you how many devices are connected to it, which is really nice. I won't be keeping these. I bought them for $150, and I think that's a really good price. I don't think you should pay over $150. So if you could find these for $150, I think it's definitely a good alternative to a thing like an AirPod, mainly because AirPods have that really good connection with iPhones, but these sound much, much better. So yeah, I mean, I specifically won't be keeping these, and it's mainly because for the fit in my ears. And like I said, it really just depends on what you use these for, and how it fits in your ears. If you try these out and you don't have an issue with them fitting in your ears, I would say try them out for a good 30 minutes or go for a run to see if you're comfortable with them. I think the AirPods would be more comfortable, and the Jabra X3s were much more comfortable for me as well. So that's one of the reasons why I don't plan on using these. And additionally, I had some issues with connectivity, which was disconcerting, and I think that's something that typically is wrong with truly wireless earbuds. Maybe the technology isn't advanced enough where it'll just be a seamless connection. The overwhelming consensus that I've seen on the internet is that these are the best ones that you can get out there, but there are some issues with it. Let me know what you think. Do you think these are the best out there? Would you buy these over the AirPods? And yeah, just let me know what you think. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.